Here's what Trump wants to cut to pay for his $1.5 trillion military budget. $2.2 billion for broadband and internet access programs, $8.5 billion funding for public schools, $1.5 billion vocational training and adult education fully eliminated, $2.7 billion college access and higher education support, $15.2 billion roads, bridges, and infrastructure projects, $1.1 billion home energy efficiency and clean energy programs fully eliminated, $386 million environmental cleanup programs, $4 billion help paying home heat and cooling bills for low-income families, fully eliminated. 768 million refugee settlement assistance, 775 million local anti-poverty programs fully eliminated, 5 billion public health programs, mental health services, and disease prevention, 5 billion for medical research, 356 million emergency preparedness and disaster response, 1.3 billion FEMA community disaster preparedness grants, 52 million airport and transportation security, 53 million funding for homeland security operations, 3.3 billion community development block grants for local neighborhoods fully eliminated, 1.3 billion affordable housing construction grants fully eliminated, $529 million housing assistance for people living with HIV/AIDS fully eliminated, $50 million for grants to help communities build more housing fully eliminated, $58 million for home buyer and renter counseling services fully eliminated, $45 million renewable energy development programs fully eliminated, $1.7 billion for grants for local law enforcement and public safety, $20 million civil rights mediation and legal access programs fully eliminated, $1.6 billion job training for at-risk youth fully eliminated, $234 million worker safety and labor protection programs, $101 million enforcement of equal pay and workplace anti-discrimination laws, $2 billion international humanitarian aid, $170 million small business administration operations, $1.2 billion food aid for hungry families abroad fully eliminated, $4.3 billion global health and disease prevention programs, $2.7 billion funding for the United Nations and international partnerships, 315 million democracy and anti-corruption programs abroad, 486 million grants for public transit projects, 4.2 billion electric vehicle charging infrastructure.